It's Thursday and it's 1 o'clock and
Don't
here we are and I'm fading in
stay,
and
yeah,
out, but
don't move.
but a lot better not move.
Stay
It's
right
just
where you are.
wouldn't it be interesting if it was that easy to get rid of me?
I wasn't gonna say it. I'm glad you said it.
It's just
Yeah, just snap
just
my fingers
just
and you're gone.
just abracadabra. Poof, there he is. He's gone.
We did our 50, we're done, and you're gone.
Yeah, not sure what's going on here because she's sitting there in perfect focus and I just keep fading in and out. Something with the camera or whatever. But hey, folks, it is what it is. Maybe I am fading away. So,
Stare straight,
huh?
stare straight.
Yep. Uh, what were we talking about?
Family vacations we're gonna talk about today.
Well, not only family vacations, but even beyond the family vacations, because we travel with one of the hotel groups on a more frequent basis. Because they offer rewards points and rewards, uh, you know, supposedly advantages.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Sometimes it isn't.
Yeah,
Sometimes if you call the hotel directly, you can get a as good or not a better price than what they show online. But after a recent trip that we took and stayed at this vacation group's
unnamed.
hotel, um, we got a call about very special offer. Okay, I'll listen. Uh, it's $129 total to stay for 4 days and 3 nights at one of four resort areas in one of their hotels. And I'll tell you, one was Las Vegas and one was Chicago, one was Myrtle Beach, one was Orlando. I thought, okay, those are pretty good vacation spots and all, but what's the deal? Well, the deal is that they'll give you this vacation. And again, I say it was $129 for the two of us to stay in a hotel room for 3 nights and 4 days. Uh, but what you have to do is you have to agree to sit in on their sales meetings. And when I say sales meetings, it is to get you to buy into their vacation properties. In essence, it's almost like timeshare, right?
Right.
Yeah. They want you to buy.
Nothing new. This has been done for years and
It's
years.
kind of a rework of of timeshares at specific properties, of which we were part of many years ago. We got in because of the business that we were in. We got a really good offer to purchase a timeshare for, was it a week on a Caribbean island, and we did it, and it was fun. We went a couple of times, and then it conflicted with work, and there were a couple of years where we didn't use it, but you still pay for the
That's right.
maintenance. And also, after many years, you realized I didn't use this to its fullest potential and all, and then you want to try and sell it. Come on, that's an interesting process in itself to
Well,
try.
now they do have companies that you can turn your property over, your timeshare, and they will help you
Well,
sell it.
yeah,
They can use that
somebody got
years
smart
ago.
and said, all these people are out there individually trying to sell
Right.
their timeshares. Let's start a company and we'll get a
I
percentage.
wish they had had it when we were looking.
Yeah, yeah. But anyway, so now this is the new deal, and these are resorts and hotel chains that are offering you this deal. And what the deal is for this $129 to sit in, they're going to try and sell you on a program that seems fairly affordable. Uh, for a few $100s a year, you will get a weekend at one of their hotel resorts. And if you can't make it for that weekend, whatever, you can go into the bank and you can trade it and decide you want to go someplace else. And you want to trust this hotel group that you're a part of and that you're getting these reward points and all, but you wonder, is this just another scam?
I
Oh,
don't know if it's a scam. It's what we used to
a
call come
hustle.
on and a
Yeah,
hustle.
it's a new hustle.
Yeah, and I mean, they're all looking for business. There's, they say vacations are up, people are traveling more than ever. But they always want more, and I mean, I can't say as I blame them. But I'm surprised that you didn't for the price, that you didn't think twice about
I
it.
still got it on my computer.
Oh, see, that's what I
haven't
thought.
deleted it yet.
Yeah, you remember the last time we did this? Many, 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 many years ago. And we went to Mexico. And it
Oh, yeah.
was Manzanillo.
Mm-hmm.
We stayed at a beautiful resort.
Very nice resort. And then one afternoon, they were having a nice luncheon buffet. And everybody was invited to come down to the buffet. And then they would sit and give you a presentation and about how you could buy what 2 weeks every year or something at their resort in Manzanillo. And I mean, it sounded like a pretty good deal. And these presenters are top-notch TEDx type people.
Yeah, let's move into that
They
area.
they push you pretty good.
Yeah, because from the moment we got there was a very pretty, young, tall, modelish looking woman.
I didn't notice her at all.
No, you didn't, but you let her follow us around our entire vacation. And towards the end, I was getting a little aggravated. And she didn't, if she were smart, she would have talked to both of us. But she always seemed to have her eye on you
Well,
and her arm around you.
she probably sized you up early and thought, I'm going to have a lot, easier time with him than her.
Well, but she would have had a double easier time if she had been nicer to me and we had both been on the same page, but we weren't. And so, yeah, from the get-go, I was really, it was a hard sell. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, she followed us around
And
everywhere in the resort.
I remember always asking,
Always talking
is
to us.
the accommodations okay? Do you need any more
It was
towels?
awful.
Do you need whatever? She was a shadow.
And I don't know that you ever did. I think you placated me and told me, yes, you did write a letter. Because I said, this is unacceptable to be badgered like this while you're on vacation. It's, yeah, invite us to the presentation, ask us how we're doing. Is everything okay when she sees us? But she literally followed us around. And it was a real turnoff. I don't know that you ever wrote anything to the company. I think you told me you did.
Let's turn the page. When we lived in South Florida
Yeah.
for those 20 years,
Yeah.
we like to go on cruises.
Yeah.
And we went on several cruise lines, and we were on a Royal Caribbean cruise line
Mhm.
ship once and having a very nice time. And somebody sent an invitation to our cabin to come to a little talk about the Crown and Anchor Society.
Right.
Okay, because they were serving, food and champagne and
Well,
whatever.
Crown and Anchor, at least you do get some
Well,
upgrades and rewards. I mean, more than the hotels give.
what it turns out, you accumulate points.
Yes.
And you go from the ruby level to the emerald level to the diamond level to what? And honestly, I don't see that much in the way of upgrades and every once in a while you'll get a $100 onboard credit for being a Crown and Anchor member. It's a good sell because they just want you to commit to sail just with their line. The airlines do this. The airlines want you to be a part of their frequent flyer programs, and they'll do everything. It includes their Admiral Club at the
And
airports.
that's great. That's great. But what do you get for a hotel chain? Unless it's a really, really upscale chain, what do you get? They serve breakfast anyway in
Well,
the
if you
morning.
sign up to become a part of their club, then you get an extra 50,000 points, which
Oh,
added to everything else, you might get a free room
big deal.
someplace
Big deal.
sometime.
Once.
There was a time I do remember, and this is another thing out there where the side hustles. many, many years ago, when we lived in Illinois, don't move. We lived in Illinois. We got invited to go to a campground.
Oh, boy. Another
Now
one.
we didn't have a camper, and all, but it was one of these Jellystone Park type campgrounds where you could rent a cabin. And they invited us out, and it was all we had to do was drive about an hour and a half from home to tour the property by golf cart, to see the cabins. No pressure, no commitment, it says. Uh, and you get a free barbecue dinner and a free gift. So we looked at each other and we thought, hour and a
Young
half.
and foolish.
Yeah.
Young and foolish.
We're strong. We know how to say no. Well, we got there, we listened to the presentation, and there were points of the presentation that sounded pretty good. But we kept saying, nope, we're just here for the food and the free gift. We ended up getting a little portable charcoal grill. That was our free
It was
gift.
tiny, like you would see in a Boy Scout retreat in the
Yeah, like you
woods.
put on the tailgate of a pickup
Oh
truck.
my gosh.
And that was our free gift. We did get a nice meal, and we drove an hour and a half. But what you have to go through to try and tell the salesperson, and this is their job. They make commission off every one of those that they sign up. We finally did say no, and we'll think about it and give us the information. And no, we're not going to make a decision today. We'll think about it. And they finally, well, okay, fine. And I think the salesperson decided that maybe there was somebody else on their list they had a better chance with. But they're doing this more and more. You're finding everything from the grocery stores now are trying to get you onto their membership rolls, and for only $35 a year or whatever. Look, Costco, you pay a membership to be a part of them, and supposedly you get that back. And if you do shop and spend a lot of money, you'll get a nice rewards check at the end of the year to spend the following year. But these are all deals, and I go back to using the word hustles to get you involved, both financially and a time commitment, to be a part of them exclusively. That's what these companies want. They want exclusivity. The airlines, the cruise lines,
Well,
the
I guess
resorts.
if you have nothing better to do and you have the time to waste, or you really are truly like that company and their chains, their lines, and you think, yes, you can take advantage of it, okay, then maybe it works for you.
Yeah.
But I'm just not sure for the average person, it's just you have to decide one way or the other. Is this going to be beneficial for me?
Yeah, they play.
But you have to be able to stand your ground and ask questions before, because that's what you did. You asked before you committed.
Yeah.
Normally they don't like to say too much. Just come, it's free on us, and we'll take care of you.
There are a lot of investment firms that are out there now. We get them at probably every other month. We get a card in the mail to join us at a steakhouse for a nice steak dinner. And the steak dinner is on them. And all you got to do is listen to a presentation
Which we've done
about
that too.
investing in their company.
Yep.
And they will pull out all the stops. You'll get a really good meal.
And we did.
And they get you to try and sign up to record, to invest, a minimum of $10,000 or $20,000. And if you invest $50,000, this is what you'll get.
Do you remember what happened? Do you remember that we finally got tired of them hounding us and calling us after the steak dinner and giving us all of their credentials.
But wait, there's more.
And they wanted to make an appointment with us.
Yeah.
Finally, we thought, what could it hurt? We have to go that way for something else anyway into the city. And we went. And we found the building they were in, very impressive high rise.
Mm-hmm.
Very impressive from looking out at it when we first entered.
Yeah.
Well, once we found their suite number and we went upstairs, It was a hole in the wall
It
office,
is a temporary
barely any
big table
furniture,
with a bunch of chairs.
and that was a turnoff. And then you begin to wonder, okay, who are these people? There would be no way. I'd give $10 to them. You just,
But you know, they
But it was
play
fun.
the odds. If they
Yeah,
can
they
put
do.
50 people around
Sure.
that table, they're gonna get a few people to sign up.
Yeah,
Just like at the campground, I'm sure that they got some people that thought it was a good idea. And you know, with all due respect, there are probably people who are vacation
Mhm.
goers
Yes.
and feel that this is a good deal. I'm
Right.
sure that there's people that'll take advantage of this hotel group's deal for $129 to get a nice weekend and sign up because they're retired and they figure every year for those 2 weeks we will go to one of their resorts. That way we get to see different resorts and enjoy
And
ourselves.
in that way, that's fine. That's fine. But if you're talking about giving somebody some money to invest, my way of thinking is you ask for recommendations, you ask their backgrounds, you check them out,
And fortunately, today you can go online and
and
you
you
can
can
look at
Google just about anybody.
their programs.
Right.
Of course, they're gonna load it up with their positive reviews.
Sure.
And
You take
all
that with a grain of
and you
salt.
won't see somebody that says I got stiffed for 20 grand.
But you have to
But
look at the Better Business Bureau. Have they been reported?
ask those questions.
Yeah, you have to do due diligence.
You know, and what are my options? Do I have options of how soon can I get out of the program if I'm not happy
Right.
with it?
Right.
You know, and they'll finesse you,
Well, I'm very proud of you that you said no pretty quickly to this guy.
but it's still on my
Call.
computer.
Well, you know that button that says delete
I know that.
and that trash can on your computer?
I have trouble with the delete button. I do.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, you do.
But you can come and see us every week. And you can
No
even
charge.
you can even skip a week if you want, and it is no charge. However, the cost is subject to change.
We're the best
But
deal in town. Come on.
yeah, come back and see us again next Thursday. Okay?
Bye.
Bye.